Hi my beautiful light beings, Sam here with another video, another channel message for you. I hope everyone is doing well. I'm sending nothing but love, light, energy to all of those who have been consistent with their healing journey, who has been tapping into their shadow work, and who is just actively and consciously choosing to ascend, okay? Today is a actual very serious day, as you know I'm smiling, but just because I've been waiting to heal not completely, but just to a point where I am able to share and really expunge upon this particular topic without it triggering me in any type of way. So that's why I'm happy, because my healing part of this is it has definitely done some major changes for me. So today we are going to speak about an aspect of shadow work healing and a certain topic within the shadow realms that people hate to talk about, because obviously the energy that is attached to it, nobody necessarily wants to talk about it, but I think it's essential. I think it's important, and we have to expunge upon it, just giving the wake of everything that's going on in the blogs currently, everything that's going on energetically in the 3D realm, so that we can have a deeper understanding of why these things are happening. So right now, the issue that we have within not only just the collective, but mainly within the Black community that we have not addressed is sexual abuse and the way in which it is enabled within our community. It is not a common topic that we discuss, even though that is the biggest fucking elephant in the room. But it is, here I am, who would Sam be if I didn't call out the elephant in the room? If you didn't understand and you didn't know by now, one of my main purposes of being on this realm at this particular time is to be the whistleblower for a lot of the dark shit that y'all don't want to talk about. I am the person that's going to address the uncomfortable topics. I am going to be the one that shake up the motherfucking room. So understand that if you do not have the stomach, and if you are not energetically at that point where this is something that you cannot handle, just due to you trying to, be at a point where you can be courageous enough to even listen to a message like this, then trust me, I understand. This is not going to be for everybody. This particular message is only for those who are truly ready to step forward and speak their truth and tell their story. So within that, I want to really address the main thing, which again is sexual abuse within our community. The reason why this is an issue is because a lot of us, myself included, have experienced form of sexual abuse, whether it be as a child, whether it be as just growing up, whether it just be as an adult. A lot of us have experiences that's a little too common within our community, and it's not being addressed, and those individuals who are choosing to operate within that energy are not being held accountable the way in which they should. So let's talk about it, right? So the reason why I was even led to drop this message is because recently I've been, it's been a lot of different spiritual attacks that I have been receiving. It is what it is. Life goes on. This is just literally a part of the fucking job. You understand? However, this particular energy, through multiple different vessels, they took it upon themselves to go and, I guess, dig dirt and try to expose the story of sexual abuse within my family. Now, what's so funny about all of this, and not funny haha, but funny, oh, what a perfect opportunity, is that I am literally the whistleblower for sexual abuse. So what you do whenever you try to cast shame and try to humiliate or try to embarrass someone by exposing or trying to expose something, all you do for a being like myself is set the platform for me to go ahead and use that as a teachable moment for the collective. So understand this is a perfect opportunity. So let's talk about it, okay? Sexual abuse within the Black community has become so common to the point where those of us who have been abused and who have dealt with abuse, we are met with so much level of denial. And not just denial, but we are also sat there and we are ostracized. We are judged. We are slut shamed. We are treated as if we are the lepers of the community for choosing, not the experience, but choosing to speak on it. I'm talking about down to the grannies, the uncles, the aunts, the mamas. Everybody will sit there and pretend as if they didn't know. And when allowed for that particular vessel who that energy is running through to continuously prey on multiple different members of the family. So no, this is not a game. This is not a thing, because I understand social media, YouTube, all of these different things. We think that the internet is all for shits and giggles. We think that it's all for entertainment. Understand where we are energetically. If you do not take the time to face your deepest and darkest traumas, including sexual abuse, then understand that you allow yourself to become a vessel who is able to be used by negative forces because there is something that they have on you. The only reason that negativity can reign free within you is because there is something still within you that you are not speaking up about. There is something within you that you are still carrying a certain level of shame about. Give me a second, Mama. So I need you to understand something. And please excuse my daughter. She's a chatter and it's nap time. Okay. But please understand me and understand me extremely carefully. In order for you to tap into the highest version of yourself, in order for you to sit there as an individual and make sure that you are having the ultimate level of freedom, is when you choose to step up despite being alone. When you choose to stand despite having to stand alone sometimes. And you choose to fully embark in living in your truth. So yes, to those karmic energies who thought that it was okay to talk, in order to fully tap into the highest version of yourself, in order to truly understand and embrace what true freedom is like, it has nothing to do with money, it has nothing to do with any of the things in this materialistic plane. It has nothing to do with that. It has everything to do with you detaching from the traumas and the experiences that you have had while on this physical plane. So yes, sexual abuse is one of the main things that literally silences someone on this plane. And it's different forms. It doesn't have to be sexual abuse as a child. It can be rape. It can be so many different things. But we have to get comfortable speaking about the most uncomfortable topics. We have to get comfortable saying the hard things. And understand this is not an easy task. I would never sit here and tell anybody that this is an easy task. I would never sit here and tell anybody, yo, talking up about different things that happen to you sexually, it's great. It's not, the community is gonna ride out. This is why we have the issue now. So yes, I'm going to use this opportunity to be of a testimony, not because I'm here to try to save anybody. This is not about me saving anyone. Nothing that I do is to help save anybody. I am here to create and ignite some type of spark. I am here to inspire. So understand, you can never dig dirt up on me, honey. I volunteer the dirt. You can never gossip about my life. You can never talk about the things that I've went through. You can't do that, honey, because I've done it already. That is a part of my job here, is to use the experiences that I have had to undergo in order for me to be the teacher that I am today. So yes, the reality of the situation is that 4 years, going on 4 years now, I spoke up, which I've always been doing, because I am the whistleblower. I've always been the whistleblower in my family, which is how come I became the black sheep from a very young age. I addressed the pattern of sexual abuse in our family. And instead of it being met with support, I was ostracized from my family. So no, I have gone no contact with anyone outside of my younger brother. So no, I do not have a mother. I do not have my dad. I still talk to because he doesn't. The situation took place with my mother's side of the family, so I have no access to my mother's side of the family. Actually, I chose to walk away from that. But yes, I was ostracized for it. I was demonized as well. The church played a major part as well, because not only did my mother go through the lens to have, and the elders within my family went through the lens of telling friends, telling younger relatives like my cousins and, you know, different family members who I've, you know, developed close relationship with. They did their best to tarnish my character by playing the crazy thing, because I am in fact a mental health advocate as well, and I'm very open about the mental traumas that I have faced. To this very day, I watch on my stories, and all of my cousins, they sit there and they watch. I have some aunts, some uncles that do a little creep sometimes, and in the 4 years, not a single person has said hello. Not a single person has inquired to see if I'm okay. Not a single person has done that. So when I say that there is an issue in the black community, it's an issue. My mother blatantly told me that, and I'm trying to remember verbatim, she said that I need to stop lying, and that nothing happened to me or anyone in the family, and I am only trying to get that individual in trouble. That is what was told to me. So you want to talk about heartbreak? You want to talk about grief? So holidays for me are a little different. I don't celebrate holidays really because I have no family outside of my children. My brother lives in another state, and, you know, he has his own life. But the reality is I stand alone. Now, I am grateful because the person in who I told my truth to was in fact my younger brother, and he absolutely believed me the first time. So shout out to my twin. But just know that it's not going to be like that for everyone. Sometimes you're not going to be fortunate to have a twin or have a family member who's going to look at you and be like, you know what, I feel you, because I remember certain things and this, that, and the third. So no, we're going to address it. So that's my story. That's my tea. Myself, along with multiple members of my family, has been sexually abused by a male member of my family. I am the only person who has stood up and has, for the past 4 years, have remained consistent with my story. Because my mother's side of the family is well versed in dark magic, I have been sent numerous amounts of spell work. I've been sent numerous amounts of things. Now, understand me. As I continue to ascend in my awakening, y'all should probably chill the fuck out on that one. Because nothing that y'all did will ever stick. I will not be silenced. I never was silenced. And that is what made me the threat. That is what made me the problem. And I don't mind being the problem when it comes to speaking up against nasty ass shit like sexual abuse. I don't mind being the fucking black sheep for that conversation. So one thing about me is that I don't play about that kind of generational curse. I don't play about that kind of energy that sticks to my bloodline. So the rest of y'all can sit there, but I need you to understand something. The more you remain silent, the more you remain silent, that is you telling Source and the universe, even though it's all the same, that is you telling and putting that energy out there that you are in support, and you have no problem allowing that energy to continue to wreak havoc in this realm. What you are telling me is that you are okay with that particular energy roaming free and sexually abusing multiple members of your family. Your silence is enabling. You denying it is enabling. You then turning around and victim blaming is enabling. So I'm not gonna make this a long message, because I don't feel energetically, Spirit is not telling me to push forth in that way. What I am going to say is that it's time for you to stop playing around about your healing. It's time for you to speak your truth. You will not elevate. You will not heal. It don't no matter how many fucking sound bowl sessions you done had. It don't matter how many self-help books you done read. It doesn't matter how many meditation sessions you done had. It don't matter how vegan you want to fucking be. You could be vegan all day, but that trauma that is sitting deep within your gut, that is what needs to come out. So I'm going to let you know this. What happened to you is not your fault. What happened to me was not my fault. But you know what you can control, and you know what you are going to be held accountable for, is what you choose to allow moving forward. What you choose to allow that trauma to turn you into. You are not sheep. Your voice is not silenced. Speak up and do the hard thing and get your fucking freedom. Because the only way that you are going to be able to escape and actually free yourself, and I mean truly free yourself, is when you can look at yourself in the mirror and say, you know what, Samantha? Yes, I was sexually assaulted as a child. Yes, I was sexually assaulted as an adult. Yes, I was raped. Yes, I dealt with this, that, and the third. But that doesn't break me. Shit, that don't even make a nigga. We have to stop playing around with this nasty ass energy. Because here's what it is. Guilty by motherfucking association. You're not saying nothing, you nasty too, honey. You're not doing it, you nasty too, babe. And I'm side-eyeing the shit out of you. So to all of those who think that it's okay and it's acceptable to try to shame people for the things in which they've endured, to try to hurt and harm people because you know, oh, I got a secret, I got something on you, bitch, bye. I wear that shit like a motherfucking honor, nigga. I ate that. I survived that. You can't take that from me. Don't ever in your life think that you better than the next person, honey. Because I'm pretty sure you got some deep-rooted trauma up in you that you are dying to get out. But because of the shame that you carry, you are too afraid to speak up. So let me be the voice of fucking reason. It's nasty. So that same uncle, that same aunt, the women ain't exempt too, cause y'all nasty too. The same uncle that live at grandma's house, who show up to Thanksgiving, who motherfucking show up to all the functions, and y'all know, oh no, just put the kids to the side. No, enough of putting the fucking kids to the side. Uncle, why the fuck is you here? Why the fuck ain't nobody tell uncle about themselves yet? Why the, what the fuck? What the fuck? I need y'all to really understand what's going on. Like, maybe somebody like myself who has no problem speaking on it, can really bring it to your forefront so you can really think about that. Your silence about a child being harmed, your silence about a boy or a girl being harmed, your silence about a woman being raped, you're silent about a man being raped. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? And this ain't even, oh, I'm judging you. No. Nigga, what? And then have the audacity to blame the victims and ostracize the victims and protect the predators. Do you know what that looks like in the spiritual realm, bro? Do you know what that looks like to the divine? You are telling God that, you know what, God, I don't mind kids getting touched a little bit now. It ain't my problem, as long as it ain't my babies. Baby, that becomes a generational curse the more y'all stay silent, generation after generation after generation. And I'm gonna need y'all to stop trying to sit there and consider Granny feelings. Fuck Granny. Because if Granny sat there knowing that Grandpa was sitting there touching them grandbabies all the time, Granny need to be hot. Granny has to be too. If you as a parent sat there and you knew that that something was going on in your family, something was going on in your bloodline, especially the matriarchs, and y'all didn't put a stop to it, oh. So understand me very fucking well. Don't nobody in the dark realms fuck with that shit, bruh. Niggas got moral compasses in the dark realms. I don't know why y'all think that just because the niggas dark that they don't have a standard. They got moral compasses too. They just a dark being. That's all it is. That's just the polarity in which they were created to be in. That's what the fuck you talking about? There's levels to this shit. Don't you walk around ever in your motherfucking life thinking that you have done something and you have accomplished something if you know that you have family members who are mentally and emotionally suffering and even spiritually suffering because you as a family member did nothing to support that individual as they were trying to live in their truth. So by all means, because y'all real comfortable when it's time to talk about Diddy. And y'all real comfortable when it's time to talk about Epstein and all them motherfuckers that's doing it. What about your cousin? What about your older brother or your older sister? What about uncle, aunties, all of the motherfuckers that be touching on your ass? That done touched on your cousin ass. That done touched on your sister, your brother. Are you shitting me? Because I sit there and sometimes I look at these comments intentionally now. I look at these comments and I see how nasty you motherfuckers are when it comes to the lengths that y'all will take. To defend known predators. Not even the niggas that's in secret. The known ones. Oh, wait, no way. Huh? I love y'all. And I say this with love. Get it together. Because here's the thing. This is the reality of it. Those who have decided to abuse a child in this realm in any form of fashion, especially sexually, is going straight to purgatory once they pass on. Oh, you thought it wasn't gonna be no punishment for that nasty ass shit? No, you going straight to purgatory. Look up the word if you don't know what the word means. Those of you who are remaining silent, I would highly suggest that you get you some kahunas. And that's why, again, to this day, I will always have a special place and I will always honor my younger brother because he provided a safe space for me to feel seen. He allowed my truth to be validated just by him sitting and listening and not judging, not blaming me, not saying, oh, no, you had to have done something. No, nigga. So that is the reality of this aspect of shadow work that we have now come to. We need to talk about the dark sexual things that are transpiring on this realm and has been transpiring for damn near eons. But guess why it ended up being this way and it has gotten this dark? Because we've enabled it. Because we choose to, oh, nobody talk about it. Oh my God, there goes shame. Oh my God, I don't want anybody to judge me. And oh my God, society is gonna look at us crazy. So you would rather do away with the victims. As if anybody on this realm is disposable. Rather than actually speak up, not in particularly for that vessel who is experiencing it, but speaking up and looking that motherfucking spirit in the eye and say, bitch, not the fuck today. So I hope that this video gives you the courage that you need to face this shit, because a lot of us have arrested development because no one told us that it was okay to speak the truth. No one ever said, no, don't be ashamed. No one ever said, no, you're not dirty. You're not a messed up person. No one has ever sat there and given you the okay. So let me be the one to do it. It is okay to live in your truth. It is okay to not carry that darkness on you and within you. It is okay. Because you're not going to be able to step fully into your healed self until you release that aspect of you. That is not who you are. It's what you've overcome, babe. You survived. You're not a victim of shit. You're not a motherfucking victim, nigga. You're a survivor. You survived that. Nobody else did. You. Do not let that shit own you. I called back my power on that a long time ago because it really shaped the perspective on how I saw myself and what I felt as though I deserved from partners, from people in general. I was able to fully embrace my sexual energy as I grew and I elevated into the being that I am now. And I understood that my sexual energy is not nasty. It's not promiscuous. This is powerful, so I own that. And now I get to pick and really choose who gets to have access to me in that way. But none of that was able to happen. I was not able to truly step forth into that version of myself until I had enough courage to really release that. That is not a stronghold that you want to carry within your throat chakra, babe. Speak the truth and say the hard things. And let me tell you something. Y'all don't got to like nothing that I post about this shit. Because you motherfuckers watch it. And I curse the way that I curse because quite frankly, I can fucking do so. I'm not a lady, babe. I am a full-blown goddess. And I do what the fuck I want to do. I operate both in my divine feminine energy and in my dark divine feminine energy. So do not fuck with me. When I said I'm coming to get my shit back, that is exactly what the fuck I meant. So no, you can't shame me, you can't embarrass me, you can't do none of that shit. Sorry, boo-boo, pick another motherfucking person. Because it ain't gonna be this one over here. Now, the quicker y'all get on this type of time, the less beings they can control and have something that dangle over your fucking head. You deserve to speak your truth. Yes, I'm not gonna sit here and say it ain't sad not having family. Holidays are literally the toughest times. You understand? I had to watch from afar certain cousins who I love dearly. I have to watch them have their milestones and not even be able to reach out and just say congratulations because they never respond to me. And that's okay. Actually, it's not okay, but I'm all right. I've become accustomed to being alone now. That's a part of my journey anyway. But guess what? Me sacrificing and letting all of those friends, letting my church, letting the religion, letting the family, letting all of that go did for me. It gave me my freedom. I wouldn't have anything that I have now without my freedom. So I love y'all. I don't want you, this is not a, oh, let me get on you and da-da-da. It's gonna take time. But baby, honestly, time is a little limited. Y'all ain't got that much time. You better speak up now. You better speak up now before you sinking that ship. But let me go tend to my daughter and get her together. I love y'all. I will see you guys in the next video. And yeah, that's it.